Dark energy is a mysterious form of energy that appears to be driving the accelerated expansion of the universe. In cosmology, it's often represented by the cosmological constant, a term in Einstein's equations that acts like a uniform energy density filling space. At the largest scales, it shapes the fate of galaxies, clusters, and the cosmos itself. But here's a provocative question. Could something analogous exist at the microscopic scale, perhaps even influencing biological systems? At first glance, it might seem impossible. Dark energy is incredibly weak in its effect per unit volume. In fact, its density is so tiny that it only becomes noticeable when you add up the vast emptiness of intergalactic space. Yet, in the quantum realm, we have something that rhymes with this concept: vacuum energy. Quantum fields, even empty space, fluctuate and possess a baseline energy that might, in theory, affect matter in subtle ways. Could living systems be sensitive to these ultra-faint background energies or even generate microscale analogues? One way to imagine this is to think about cells as pockets of organized space where fluctuations in energy might influence processes. For example, could protein folding, ion channel behavior, or even long-range coherence in biological macromolecules be nudged by tiny, uniform energy fields? We know that in physics, small background forces can become important if a system is already finely tuned. Like a balance scale so delicate that a single grain of dust tips it. In biology, certain quantum effects, e.g. in photosynthesis or avian magnoreception, already show that living systems can operate at the edge of detectability for subtle physical influences. However, there's a challenge. The cosmological constant's effect is unimaginably small at human or cellular scales. If there is a micro-cosmological constant in biology, it would likely be something different in origin, perhaps an emergent property of quantum fields within complex molecular networks, rather than the actual dark energy of the universe. In other words, the analogy might be conceptual rather than literal. But analogies in science can be powerful. They inspire experiments and new theories. Could we design experiments to see if biological systems exhibit behavior consistent with a constant background energy source? What would we even measure? Possibly changes in fluctuation dynamics, reaction rates, or coherence times in biomolecules under conditions that alter the vacuum field. So while the direct effect of cosmic dark energy on a single cell is effectively zero, the idea of a constant background energy density at the microscale is not entirely absurd. It invites us to explore whether life itself might exploit, mimic, or create something functionally similar. And if that's true, it could hint at a deeper symmetry between the largest and smallest scales of nature. The cosmological constant, L, is a term in Einstein's field equations of general relativity that represents a uniform energy density filling space. Observations of the accelerating expansion of the universe suggest that dark energy, often modeled as this constant, makes up about 68% of the total cosmic energy budget. On cosmic scales, its effect is to push space apart uniformly, counteracting gravitational attraction, and its density is extremely small, about 1029 G/cm3. Yet it dominates the large-scale dynamics of the universe. The idea of such a constant acting at much smaller scales is speculative and requires rethinking how space-time curvature interacts with matter at microscopic levels. Type Ia supernova observations reveal the accelerating expansion attributed to dark energy, and dark energy is like a faint but persistent wind blowing across the entire universe. In physics, many effects that dominate at one scale become negligible at another. Gravity shapes galaxies but is insignificant in determining molecular bonding compared to electromagnetic forces. And if a cosmological constant exists, its influence on microstructures would typically be overwhelmed by stronger local interactions. However, the possibility of scale-dependent vacuum energy density raises the question of whether biological systems might somehow sample or be perturbed by it, requiring exploration beyond standard cosmology into speculative quantum gravity territory. Gravitational pull from Earth affects the moon's orbit but has no measurable effect on chemical reactions in a cell. and the roar of a distant waterfall shapes a valley, but is inaudible to a mosquito nearby. Dark energy is often linked to the energy of the quantum vacuum, the lowest possible energy state of a field. In quantum field theory, vacuum fluctuations occur everywhere, even at microscale, but their average effect is usually negligible compared to thermal or chemical energies. If some unknown mechanism allowed biological matter to couple differently to vacuum energy, microscale manifestations of a cosmological constant could arise, likely involving subtle changes in molecular forces or reaction rates. Currently, no experimental evidence supports this in living systems. Casimir force measurements show tiny attractions between metal plates due to vacuum fluctuations, and quantum vacuum energy is like a restless ocean surface that is invisible unless you place a floating object close enough to feel the ripples. Some biological systems exhibit remarkable sensitivity to extremely weak physical signals, such as magnetic fields in migratory birds or single photons in the human eye. This raises the possibility, at least in theory, that biology could detect or respond to exotic weak phenomena. If dark energy created local space-time curvature gradients at the cellular level, ultra-sensitive biochemical pathways might be influenced. However, current physics predicts that the magnitude of such effects would be many orders of magnitude below biological detection thresholds. Detecting them would require entirely new mechanisms. Rod cells in the retina can detect single photons of light, and certain living systems are like radios tuned to very faint stations. Yet even they cannot hear a whisper in a hurricane of noise. The energy density of dark energy is incredibly small compared to chemical or thermal energy densities in biological systems. At room temperature, the thermal energy density in a cell is trillions of times larger than that attributed to dark energy, making it unlikely that cosmological constant effects could compete with ordinary molecular dynamics. Any biological sensitivity to such a field would require amplification mechanisms that are currently unknown to science, and without such mechanisms, dark energy's role in biochemistry is negligible. A single ATP molecule releases far more usable energy than the dark energy contained in the same microscopic volume. And expecting dark energy to power a cell is like expecting the warmth of starlight to boil a pot of water. Even if dark energy itself is negligible at small scales, analogous phenomena might occur. Cells, for example, can have regions of nearly uniform internal pressure or chemical potential that act like a constant background, influencing local dynamics. This could be viewed as a microscale analog to a cosmological constant, though not arising from space-time curvature. Studying such analogies might inspire new ways of thinking about how universal principles manifest at different scales, conceptually connecting cosmology and systems biology. Osmotic pressure inside plant cells is maintained at a steady background level, and a cell's constant internal pressure is like a miniature self-contained expanding universe. General relativity predicts that the cosmological constant's effects become significant only over cosmological distances. At the micrometer or nanometer scale, curvature from dark energy is essentially flat for all practical purposes, meaning that without new physics, biology and cosmology regarding L attempts to detect microscale gravitational curvature from dark energy would require sensitivity beyond any current or foreseeable instrument. Atomic force microscopes can detect nanonewton forces, but dark energy effects would be far weaker, and measuring dark energy inside a cell is like trying to weigh a feather with a bathroom scale. It is far too delicate for the tool. If dark energy interacted with matter in a way that depends on local density, charge distribution, or quantum state, it might have hidden effects at small scales. Such coupling could, in theory, modify molecular binding energies, reaction rates, or transport processes in cells. And some speculative models in theoretical physics explore modified gravity or scalar fields that behave differently in high-density environments. If these exist, biology might unwittingly serve as a natural laboratory to detect them. However, this remains entirely hypothetical without experimental confirmation. Scalar field theories like quintessence propose varying energy density with environment, and hidden coupling is like a background hum you do not notice until it interacts with a musical instrument in just the right way. Even if the cosmological constant has no measurable effect on biological systems, considering it at the microscale challenges us to think across disciplines. It reminds us that the same universe governs both galaxies and cells, and that the apparent separation of scales might hide deeper connections. This can inspire new ideas in both astrobiology and biophysics, particularly about life in extreme environments, and it also highlights the limitations of current experimental tools alongside the potential of future breakthroughs. Whether or not a L-like effect exists in biology, the question itself fuels scientific creativity. Interdisciplinary studies of circadian rhythms and planetary cycles bridge biology and astronomy, and linking cosmology and cell biology is like connecting the tides of the ocean to the rhythm of a single heartbeat. Two different scales, one shared reality,